Um, I wanted to bring like an interesting conversation to the smoke and dissect it. So I recently watched August Alstina's interview with Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club 1-3. Um, and I thought it was very interesting. First of all, I love him. I gained more respect for him. I did not know he came out with a documentary, so I will be watching that and be talking about it on the next episode.
I guess I'm gonna have to
but
watch it.
but I've always loved his music. But to bring the smoke a little bit, and then we'll dissect to the part that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Is I hate how like when there's a black male being very vulnerable online and expressing his feelings, the black community only takes that one little piece of a whole hour interview and make that a whole topic.
Yes.
Which it was not.
Yes.
It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I respect him and I love him for just being vulnerable and sharing his story. I did not know that he had all those family problems going on, and the fact that he did this documentary was to share his voice with the world and hopefully inspire. And I was like, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're literally having a conversation, recording, and gonna put this on the world and hopefully inspire some people.
Frank, you just checked me.
What?
You really did. You just checked me. Because as soon as you mentioned August Alsina, I've only gone off the instant gratification of social media that you get. I was like, oh God, I don't want to hear his name. I don't want to talk about it. But honestly, he's doing the same thing that we're doing, like you say. He's putting his life out there, his opinions, his thoughts, his experiences. And he's like, hey, this is what I've been through. And yes, the 5 minutes that is stuck out in everybody's goddamn mind is the only thing we're talking about. But we're not talking about the fact that he was vulnerable and was like, hey, this is my life. And I'm pretty sure other men, especially cisgender black men, could relate to this.
And I don't even think like the 5 minutes that he spoke about it was like even that big of a deal. Don't quote me, I'm paraphrasing, right? Paraphrasing. I was gonna get there. Sorry.
You got it. You got it.
But how he was like, that situation is where I gave my all, and that's when I loved it the most. That's when I loved my life. That's when I knew I was really being myself. And I was just sitting there like, damn, like, I wonder how many of us in the world don't experience that.
Yeah.
Because we're hopping from this to that to the third and doing X, Y, and Z. And no disrespect to anybody, but I'm just like thinking like, that must be an amazing feeling. Like giving your all to one person and that person being happy. And I respect him for just being vulnerable and like sharing that. And he never said anything negative about the Smith family or anything. And also Jada is going to bring herself to the table too. So I'm very interested to see what she's going to say.
Yeah.
Like, the Smith family has never done anything wrong to me.
Right.
They've only respected themselves. They stood behind what they said. They love their kids. And that is what I look for in a family.
Right.
And if that works for them, it works for them.
Right.
And I'm all for it.
I'm here for it.
Like, I think it's amazing. And the fact that they didn't pay like, hey, so if we give you $100,000, don't talk about this. We know you're going on the interview. What? Like,
you know what? I'm not mad at that at all.
Like, I love it. He did have hair like Keisha Cole, but he is still sexy. And why did he have 3 watches on?
So
was he tracking every time zone?
I don't understand August Alsina's fashion. I don't understand it. I've never understood it.
Reminds me of A1 from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, but
Lyrica's
actually,
husband?
somebody I can tolerate, because I am not a fan of A1 from Love and Hip Hop. I don't even like A1 on steak. A1 sauce is disgusting.
And I hate having this conversation, but do you think he's...
Do I think he's part of the family?
Yeah.
No.
He's just expressing himself.
He's just expressing himself, and you know what? This is going to lead to something that I do want to talk about in a form of just because you express yourself through different hair colors, different fashions, that does not make you gay or queer adjacent in any way, shape, or form. Um, Growing up in a black family, being a part of a black family, a lot of the times you hear, like, oh no, men can't do this, men can't wear this, men can't have this. Which is like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's just clothing. Clothing, hair
Like
dyes.
Young Thug.
Right. Hair colors.
I love Young Thug.
Now, I've never really listened to his music, so I don't
Oh,
really know
his
his
album, Jeffrey?
It's about.
Let me tell you, beginning to end.
Okay, I'm actually.
And like, a good smoking album.
Okay.
When we go on a road trip, I'll play it.
You have to, because I haven't listened to like Young Thug. I haven't listened to like 21 Savage.
Another good one. Yes,
like,
another good one. Did you know that he was he opened? Oh, I have it. Hold on. Keep going. So let me find it.
So, well, my point just to get to is the clothing, the fashion accessories, the haircuts, the hair dye, whatever, does not make the man and does not make his sexuality or his gender, whatever it is. So, like, August Alsina, yeah, I was not a fan of your hair. I just don't think it looked good for the style you were representing in your interview. But also that doesn't make you gay, the fact that you have different color hair. It's just hair color. Who cares?
If I had hair, I would want to dye my hair.
Dyeing your hair is kind of fun.
I think it's pretty dope.
I'm trying something out for this podcast, a little bit new, this little blonde streak in my beard.
I think it's pretty dope.
I wanted to actually get it to gray, because I wanted to see what my beard would look like if it was gray.
You know who I think is fine with a gray beard?
Who?
Peter Thompson.
Oh my god.
He can be daddy. Daddy, can you be my daddy? Daddy, I need a daddy. Daddy, come and make it rain down on me.
Peter, if I ever get in
And
the car with
Cynthia
you,
is bomb as fuck too.
Cynthia's not bad. She's not bad.
Like if they needed like a young sugar baby to be in their bedroom, let me tell you.
I let her peg me. I would be all about it. Peter, you know, keep that color in your beard. Yes, Daddy, please.
Because you want to paint it all white?
Oh, no. If you ever get in the car with me,
He
Peter,
nasty.
you can be like, oh, what did you spill? I hear water dropping. Then nothing
Nasty
spilled.
but classy.
A Birkin bag me.
Spend a couple thousands on my titties and my ass cheeks.
I know Cynthia got you them checks, bitch, so you can pay my rent for the next month, bitch.
Marco D on the fucking beat. Oh, I want your cash and your credit card number. Oh, we buying shoes and fucking jackets. Ow.
Yes. So don't cash at me. Just add me to the joint bank account, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Megan said it the best. I want that cash shit. Like, that's all.
I was waiting for the rest of it.
No.
I was waiting for the rest of it.
Like, I love those words. And she says it at the beginning. If you think about it, like when the first bar dropped, that's what she says. I'm on that cash shit. And like, again, so let me go back to 21 Savage and then I move on to City Girls.
Okay.
21 Savage is launching a free online financial literacy program for teens during the COVID-19 pandemic. Like, 21 Savage, thank you.
Yes.
Because this niggas like you that have dreams for these niggas behind me. Because I didn't have this when I was growing up. Like, we talked about money like a little bit, but we never talked about how to invest it and what type of accounts to open and if we want to start a business, the fees and shit and the LLCs and even us doing this podcast, like we talk about having businesses and making it more than just the audio and just putting it out to the world and making it a brand. So 21 Savage, thank you. You a real one. I don't care what they say about you, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in your bank account. Ooh, in your bank account.
Hey.
Ooh, in your bank account.
I'm not mad
in
at
your
it.
bank account. I'll send that to you. That's a song.
Please send it to me because I didn't know that was a song, but it's about already.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Okay. So I am gonna bring a little smoke, but this isn't bad smoke for the person. It's more to the reaction to the community of people who've been reacting to it. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is officially the first person to grace the cover of online Playboy who is non-gender conforming, and I'm going to say it that way. Now, I do not know specifically how Bad Bunny
is Bad Bunny the nigga that is Latino?
Yes.
The one that did a song with Cardi B?
Yep, did a song with Cardi B.
So he is what?
So I'm going to say he's non-gender conforming because...
Can you break that down?
So non-gender conforming would be somebody who doesn't fit into the guidelines of just male or female, or cis male or cis female. He is not transgender. Well, I'm sorry, they. And when I use the pronouns, I'm going to use they because I don't know fully how Bad Baby identifies. But Bad Baby took a bold move earlier on in his career this year and went and did a full video in drag, rapping his
I
ass
remember
off.
that.
Right, and it was amazing. And now they are on the cover of Playboy. Think about
Naked?
that. Playboy. Now they are not naked on the cover, but on the cover is Bad Bunny, which is a milestone in itself. And I just think it's amazing.
July
to see.
issue?
It's so great.
Sorry.
Actually, let me look at the issue.
Well, let me chime in.
So I'm just. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
First of all, I think it's fucking amazing. I did not know that. So great. Thank you. This is what Fresh is about. I will be buying that magazine. I actually first discovered Bad Bunny when he did the song with Cardi B, and I thought that was a great collaboration. Not even knowing the fact that he did all that shit, but the fact that they both can rap English and Spanish and bring in two cultures together. He said, I like it like that. Hey, and that's one of my favorite songs. I learned that song on purpose. It has a bop. It has made me Google Spanish words, and I realized like some of the words that Cardi are saying is just relevant to English. It's just Spanish. Like, don't quote me, but she said something with like hot sauce or something along the lines of hot. And I was like, oh, let me Google that. It's like, oh, she rapping about hot sauce. I was like, what? This bitch can rap about hot sauce? Like, bars. And I'm not talking about citizens. But yeah, I think it's great. So shout out to you, Bad Bunny, for just doing dope shit.
Right.
Like
now the cover itself, and the cover is what gets me. So the cover itself, this is the cover. We're gonna have to post it on the socials so that way y'all can see. If you have not seen it, it's on Twitter.
He got nails on.
But
he looks good.
Bad Bunny, and the way that the CNN article, they use the pronouns of he, him, and his in the pronouns of the article. Again, I don't know how Bad Bunny identifies, so I'm going to use they for this purpose.
To be safe.
But on the cover, they not only have scruff and the identifiers of masculine tendencies or masculine features, but also have a full set of nails, which I love.
And he got like diamonds on his... Oh, he got a diamond on his teeth and his lips and shit. And yeah, he's doing it. I like him.
Yeah.
I think shit like that also needs to be represented in the Black community.
Right.
Because as we both know that we're going through a race war and a pandemic. And I'm not saying that I want straight men to just go out of their comfort zone to do all this shit for us. But like, own your dopeness.
Right.
Like, we have talked about this many of times.
Right.
Own your dopeness.
Right. I just want to be honest. Cis, hetero, Black men in our community often attack transgender Black women, transgender Black men. They attack them because they're just living their life. And it's not every cis het Black man that's doing this. But there is a majority of violence that happens in the spectrum. And we just want you to know, and somebody as myself who identifies as non-conforming, I am GNC, gender non-conforming, because I go by they, them, I'm still a person. I'm not a clown. I'm not out here being crazy. I'm not out here doing this for likes. I'm not out here doing this for shock value. Maybe I want to throw on a cute little dress to have my full beard, makeup, and everything done. That's just me. That is my expression of who I am.
And that's one thing I love about you. Like, I've had friends do drag and still be themselves. But like, we'll go out and I'm like, hey friend, so we going out tonight, X, Y, and Z, and like, in no disrespect in any form, but like, I'll just show up. I'm like, oh bitch, you got a dress on tonight? Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, we out here doing it, but it's nothing negative.
Right.
This is my friend. This is how he wants to express himself, and that is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Because if I don't like her, we don't like her.
Exactly.
And as soon as he put these heels on, he can take them off and become a nigga.
Right.
But it's just wearing so many different hats and expressing yourself and owning yourself. Right. And I think it's dope.
Thank you, everybody.
Like I don't know. I think it's dope. Like, you know, I'm a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. Mm-hmm. Not for the commercialization of it, but like for the creativity of it. Right. And was that actually a word?
You said it's a word.
Oh. But just like people being able to express themselves and be who they are. Like I want to go to a country or a world where when you walk down the street, there's just people of all walks of life expressing themselves on the outside versus inside and in behind closed doors with their close friends. Uh-huh. So I think it's dope. I don't know where that world is, but hopefully it's in Wakanda because that's the only place I actually really plan on going.
I'm gonna watch Black Panther tonight, just because I love Black Panther, Wakanda.
And shout out to Kendrick Lamar for producing that whole album too.
It was very good.
I watched Black Panther just because. Yeah. Like I already know what's gonna happen, but like I can sit there and work on some shit on the computer, and I'm like, oh wait, this is the good part.
Right. I just need representation is a thing. Right. Like, it's like, okay, for the longest, when we were watching superheroes, and y'all are going to pick it up as you watch more of the episodes, I am a comic book nerd and I am a gamer. But we don't see ourselves represented in the spectrum of people who can be heroes. We don't see ourselves represented in the spectrum of people who go through shit in a video game. We're typically just the ancillary character or an NPC, which I know you don't know what that means, non-playable character. But now it's like, no, bitch, we're here. We've been here. We've been helping you throughout these games as the assisted partner. But now we have a voice and we have a spectrum. And I love it. All for it.
I love it. So I am not a gamer. But another win that I had this week, I actually purchased a computer. Mm-hmm. So I've been downloading games and...
you about to be a gamer.
Shit. And like I became a motherfucking DJ. Like I'm still like getting to know the works and shit. But like I was like, oh, this is what niggas do all day. What? Make a beat and just throw down some bars. Look, it's over for you niggas.
So I'm just saying, when you play at Aria, the girl's gonna be there dancing in the middle of the floor.
You got VIP tickets. You are in the back.
I'm gonna be up on stage with you.
You are in back, and then my good old manager, Oswaldo.
Oswaldo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna be like, yeah. So Marco the Prince is ready. Mm-hmm. So just go get your seats. You need a refill. Okay, so fill you up. Okay, so he'll be out in 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm here
and
for it.
You're front row.
I'm here for
Probably not front row because I hate front row seats because they can never see you. But like middle seats so you can blend in with everybody. And then when it's your time to leave, you be like, excuse me, girl, excuse me. No.
Oh,
actually have to go. They're waiting.
I'm going up to the stage.
Yeah.
Where are you going to? I'm going to the stage, and then I just show my ID to security.
And I need you to give me walk.
Oh, you know.
Have you watched Legendary?
So yes. Okay. I watched it. Can I say I cried?
Erica, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I loved your story. Your story is so inspirational. You have been my main house since episode 2. I think that's when we agreed to like pick favorite houses. And I love your creativity. I love how you own it. I love how you bring everybody's niche pick and idea into the house of Lone. Like, and you, what did you say?
Lone Band.
And what did you say?
Lone Band.
And what did you say?
LA Lone Band. LA Lone Band. Lone Band. Lone Band. Lone Band. Hey, Lone Band. Great house.
No, but I feel it. I feel it through the TV. And like, I know there's so many cuts and edits, and like, y'all always doing this probably for like 3-4 months or however fucking long it took y'all, but like, I don't even see the edits in the shit. And I think it's fucking amazing. So I'm hoping y'all go to the top, y'all win this shit, and I hope that I meet you one day.
So
and the whole family. Like, you guys are so dope.
So let's talk about it. We have Escada, Lanvin, Balmain, and Gucci right now.
So my top 3 are still in the still in the running. Which, as happy as I am, I mean, only one can win.
That's true.
Are your tops? Are your tops?
So one of my tops have been eliminated. My Ebonies, I'm sorry that you are gone. Heart for you. Ninja, you're gone. My heart is for you. Right now, Jarrell, you already know you got my vote.
House of Gucci.
House of Gorgeous Gucci. That's what I want to
Gorgeous
point.
Gucci, my bad time.
It's just,
gorgeous, don't forget the G.
Right.
It's double G.
You got my vote right now. Just keep going with the same energy.
Jarrell, you got this. You are actually one of my tops. Top houses. But it's Gorgeous House of Gucci, the House of Lavin, and the House of Balmain.
Okay.
Balmain. Did I say it right?
Yeah,
Balmain.
you said it right. You said it right.
You, like, and to be fair, all 4 of you guys are like dope as hell. Just like, those are my top 3, and I am really scared to see what's gonna fucking happen.
I know that I'm gonna cry. This next episode.
Can we watch it together? Can we do it?
Yeah,
we should do
a little viewing party.
Yeah, a little viewing party.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Yes,
I'm here for it. I love it. It is so great to see so many queer people of color on television. It's also great to see ballroom represented as what ballroom really embodies on television. And yeah, there have been some problematic things that have come out through gay media or queer media when it comes to just representation. But this is one of those moments where HBO, my hat is off to you. You're giving a platform fully to something that's integral, at least into my own life, being a queer person of color. Like, it's amazing to see.
I also think it's dope that you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody on the internet, that you guys never put out a statement, but you guys went behind your action and did this. So, shout out to HBO. You guys still get my $14.99 a month.
There you go.
Along with other streaming services, but you know, we won't talk about that.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not gonna talk about that.
And I say it very soft like that because I hate paying for streaming services, but if you got a streaming services like HBO, I'm gonna pay for it.
There we go.
Because you're not only identifying me, but you're also identifying my friends and the culture that I'm learning. So,
just a little smoke. Spectrum, formerly known as Time Warner. You know why the fuck people don't want your TV services? Because they don't include us. On top of that, they don't include choice. So Spectrum, fuck you. Over you. But aside from that, what other smoke you got, friend?
So these niggas is trying to give any more positive smoke.
So I have no more positive smoke.
Okay.
The rest of the smoke I'm about to give is the indication that there's a fire.
You heard it first. How you feeling, friend, before I start?
Oh, the girl feels great.
Okay, I feel good too. So, you need a little bit more?
You know what? I would love a little more champagne.
Sip a little ass. Oh, wait, not sip a little ass. Shake a little ass. Get a little bag and take it to the stove.
If you sip an ass, I'm concerned.
Sometimes you just gotta suck that hole out of its glutes.
Sucking and sipping are two different things. Sipping implies that it is drenched with some kind of fluid.
Yeah, so if you do like whipped cream from the top, after a little, oh, you don't like food.
I am totally not into eating ass. It just doesn't work for me.
Well, on that note,
there you go.
I'll start with the girls on Instagram. So, let me ask you, how do you feel about the City Girls? Your honest opinion.
Okay, so honest opinion.
Overview.
Honest opinion with the City Girls. Now, I am a new City Girls fan. So I remember reading about them in a lot of the media. I know that JT went to prison for fraud. And that's not a shade thing. Those are just the things that I know. But I never really listened to the City Girls. I heard Act Up. I heard a few songs. I heard Twerk here and there. But never really listened to their music. And then I started listening to their music and just hearing what they had to say and hearing their voices, which one, I am going to call myself an idiot myself for not listening because it's something that I can relate to and I love so much already. But I love the City Girls. Carisha. Look, JT, I love you too. I love both of y'all.
Give a fuck
but
about a nigga.
Carisha, I feel like I could relate to you on a level that I have not related to with a Black woman in a spectrum before. Because just knowing your story, reading about the things that you posted, different interviews, your social media, these are things that immediately caught my attention. I'm just like, oh, I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her. So I love the City Girls.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I also love the City Girls. I think they embody woman empowerment. The fact that JT went to prison, like you mentioned, but Carisha. That is a hard name.
It is a hard name, but it's a beautiful one.
Let me tell you.
But hey, Carisha.
But held the group on for her best friend just alone. Mm-hmm. Not even like the famous side of it, but more of like humanality.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, oh, this is my bitch. We about to ride together. We about to get this money. I don't care how long you got. We about to do this shit. Mm-hmm. I'm about to get on this stage. I'm about to pop this pussy. I'm about to do whatever the fuck I gotta do to get this bag. Mm-hmm. And on that, I respect them. I think they both got bars. I think this album that they both just dropped is dope as fuck. I think Carisha. I sound like an elementary school teacher. And I have Carisha. It is Carisha. My bad.
I told you 4 times, Miss Gardner. It's Carisha. I don't want to have to say it again. My mom told me that you supposed to have my name right, bitch. So what the fuck? That was real cute.
However, I love it. So I guess ever since they dropped their latest album, City on Lock, with JT and Carisha on it, I love it. Do you love it?
I love it. I'm all for it.
I'm a little biased when it comes to this, but I'm thinking of the more positive because I did the pros and cons.
Right.
They are looking down on the City Girls because they only talk about their pussy, their ass, and what they want from a nigga. Which, I mean, like, I don't blame them. Like, me speaking for a nigga.
Let's talk about it.
When I go out to the club, I know that I don't want a relationship. I know that I don't want to date you. When I'm really drunk, it's probably just like a one-night stand. And let's just put a one-night stand as a one-night stand on the table. Okay, it's there.
Right.
So, if a woman wants that, why can't if a man wants that, why can't a woman want that?
Exactly.
I don't see anything wrong. I do, and this is also where I have the smoke from. Because I also do it too sometimes, but I'm transitioning into like holding these rappers and artists to a higher regard than our parents and our influencers in our community.
Right.
I didn't sign up for this. This is what you get.
Right.
So like either you take some constructive criticism from this or you don't.
Right. My thing when it comes to that, how people are like, oh, they're only talking about their pussy, or they're only talking about a man who has money. Let's not forget Ballin. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget Big Spendin'. Let's not forget these things. These are the things that these rap niggas are talking about in their videos. They're like, oh, she only want to fuck with me because I got a Ferrari or some shit like that.
Uncle Luke.
Or Luke. Or like, oh, well, I got all this money, so this is why you should be fucking with me. I can give you all these things, that's why you should be fucking with me.
French Montana.
All these things. So you cannot be mad at women now who are like, okay, well, you can only get my pussy if you got 6 figures in your bank account. Or if he can make you rich, he can make you come. Like, you can't be mad at that when this whole time in hip-hop, throughout the history of hip-hop, it's been about, look at the cars I got, look at the money I got, look at the houses I got, look at my shoes, look at my fashion, look at my clothes. These are the things you were putting out here, and you were saying that this is why bitches are fucking with you. So now you got a group of women who are like, I'm only gonna fuck with you if you got this. What you mad for? What are you mad for? Think about that. What are you mad when you said that this is what I have? My dollars get your pussy. So then the girl's like, nah, you can't get my pussy if you don't got the dollars. What are you mad about?
Can I chime in?
Uh-huh.
This also brings me back to like the B. Simone statement of her only wanting to date a nigga that works a 9 to 5, which, I mean, she was already canceled before that, but like, if she don't want to date a nigga that works a 9 to 5, okay. If she wants a nigga that owns her own business, okay, I see it. I just think how she went about it was the wrong way.
Yes.
I think we're all entitled to our own opinion.
Right, we are. I think she went about the wrong way, but you know what, B. Simone? You don't want a man who works 9 to 5? Guess what? I want a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and he got me on the weekend, so.
You like 9 to 5, I'm the weekend.
Boom.
I make him lose his mind every weekend.
Right. Now, one thing that I do want to make clear is that if you listen to the actual music, it's not just all about money. It's not all about just money will make you come and all these other things. It's like, wait, not only would I like a man who is financially stable and can support me and hold me down, but also I just want a real nigga. Like, none of these games, not playing around like you one of these boys out here in the streets. Somebody who is about their grown man shit. And that's really what it is. Like, you want somebody who's on their grown man shit. So many times we're taking care of niggas who live in their mama's basement. Or so many times we're taking niggas who have 6 roommates. You can have roommates, again, not a bad thing. But can you imagine
I
being
cannot
somebody...
have no damn roommate.
I don't ever want a roommate.
Let me tell you, I did it once and twice.
Uh-huh.
I thought I learned from the one time, but the second time reminded me why I did it for the one time.
I did it once, hated it, did it the second time. I was like, Andrew, what the fuck are you doing?
Let me tell you, when you grow up with all women, and you got your own room for X amount of time, and then you get your own bathroom. We have a 5-bedroom house with 1 bathroom, four girls, 1 male. When I tell you, I like having my own place.
But I'm not mad at it.
You can come over, but you can't stay the night.
There you go. I will never have a roommate again. I'm just not here for that energy. But just think about those things when you're saying these things about, oh, they only want money, or they're only talking about their pussies. Actually listen to it. Listen to their lyrics. Listen to what they're saying. Yeah, that's one of the things that's out there. But they're telling you, aside from that, financial stability is an important thing to them.
And they're confident. I don't want to date no nigga that cannot take care of me.
Yeah.
And not saying it as a gold digger way, but like, if I decide to get pregnant and I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I need you to know that you can take care of all 3 of us.
Right.
What did Birdman say? All 3 of us.
All 3 of them. All 3 of them. Like, I don't want to be with somebody in a relationship if you don't even know how your finances work out. Like, at this point in my life, it's no longer just being cute, going to the club and selfies on Instagram with my man. Mm-hmm. It's, hey, my parents may be dying. I may have to go out on disability from work. At this point in my life, I'm thinking about the end of life and what that's going to be like, as opposed to just the moment. I need somebody who's going to be here for the good, the bad, the ugly, and the arguments about dishes.
And some of these bitches got kids.
Right.
So, like, they're not saying, let me use you for your money, but it's just like, if you're going to be with me, can you support me and my child?
There you go.
And again, not you being a father to my child, but if you can't do for me, I can do by myself.
There you go. There you go.
Why do I need to bring on this whole nother person if you can't do for me?
Right. I'm not.
I already got to do for somebody else.
Right. I'm not gonna take it on mama's boy. I already have my things with my mom, and we know, and we've established and been adults with each other. I don't got time for you to be saying, "Oh, I'm going back to my mama's house because you don't like how I treat you." Nigga, then change how you treat me. Don't run to your mama. Like, that's not what we're here for.
That is not
what we're here for. Like, come on now, let's just be honest about it. You can't be mad at a woman who says she wants a financially independent man who's not about running to his mom every time he doesn't know how to pay a bill.
Because if I ask a nigga for X, Y, and Z, and he's like, okay, well, think about it. But then I have a nigga that I say the same exact thing to. He's like, okay, you know what? Let me work on that.
Two different things.
Take all of me. I just wanna be the girl you like.
First you like. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I was just giving you a little bop to it.
Thank you for translating them for the gays. But to be honest, like, we have to go out for what we're asking for, and it's all about recuperating too. If that person is gonna give you what you want, you also have to be willing to give yourself for that person for what they want.
Mm-hmm. Very important.
And it's communication, really. Just literally talk about it. What do you expect?
Yes. Communication is key.
Like, what do you expect?
So there's so many times that I've like been dealing with a nigga, not in a relationship spectrum because I'm not really in that relationship mode. Mm-hmm. But when you just don't voice how you feel, I try to make my place as most of an inviting environment that I can. But there's not much else I can do if you don't speak about how you feel. It's okay to say how you feel.
That is my biggest thing too. Like, if you can't tell me what you're going through and how you feel, we don't have nothing to talk about. Like, and I might not even take it personal. I just want to hear what you are going through.
Just tell me what you got to say.
I just want to be that ear that you can lean on.
On your shoulder.
Hey, rain down on me.
That is a gospel song. That ain't got nothing to do with Get Some Pussy. That is a gospel song, sir.
But if you... So I seen this thing on Twitter today where the woman was like this and sucking the bitch's dick. And he was raining down on her. So kinda.
I mean, yeah.
That's what went through my brain.
Okay. I
retweeted it on This Is Hear Me Out on Twitter. But yeah.
Yes, shameless plug.
Yeah, you know. I got no shame in my
shameless plug. I ain't need it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, niggas and bitches. Just talk.
There you go.
Be very vulnerable. Tell that nigga and that bitch, and I mean bitch in the most respectful way as possible, how you feel. You don't get anywhere without letting these niggas know how you feel.
Sometimes you just gotta be in their face. You gotta be real. And you gotta do it.
Yes. So, we were actually talking about the City Girls.
Yes.
But let me read the quote, and this will bring us back to why we went off on the tangent.
Yes.
It says, this is from the girl, JT.
Okay.
City girls are not all about taking money from men, dogging boys, etc. It's about being strong, getting to no matter what real boss ass bitches do.
She said it.
I mean, because, if you think about it, and we can end it on this. Little Kim, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, The City Girls, Sweetie, Trina. They've all talked about the same thing.
Right.
And Trina has been in this game for 10 years. So if they want a nigga that's gonna take care of them, let them have it.
First.
Because I want a nigga that's gonna take care of me. Probably not the same way that rich bitches want to be taken care of, but if somebody's gonna love me the way that I can love them, I mean, why not take it? And that's on that. Period. And I'm done.
There you go. First.
I do like this.
There you go.
No.
No.
First.
She got a trick up her
I do
sleeve.
like this.
Wait for his bitch to leave. Bust down the door and walk straight in the house. I'll put your man on the couch and put my dick in his mouth. Just saying. But go ahead, because you had a whole different Trina lyric.
First, I do like this. I put a stink on my face and I do like this. And I bop to the music. No?
Yo,
Mac Dre.
I'm on for
That was
it.
Mac Dre.
What's that?
California. I remixed the words, so that is not how they go.
It's okay.
But it is, what song is that? First. Oh, Get Stupid by Mac Dre.
I'm going to need to listen to it. I got to listen to it.
We'll listen to it.
I have one other bit of smoke to bring to the table. We are going to get a little bit political here.
Oh, good. I like this.
All right. So, the United States reached a milestone today. Can you guess what the milestone is?
Oh, we should have grabbed another bottle of champagne to pop that shit.
You know what? I'll grab the other bottle of champagne.
You know what? Yes.
Little champagne.
Yes. So, we have an at-home studio. So, we gonna grab the champagne and we'll be right back to pop this shit so we can go into politics and the fuck that America has been going through.
There we go.
All right?
All right.
So, fill your drinks up because the more you drink and the more you smoke, the better we sound.
Yes.
So,
The better we look, too.
yeah.
I imagine if you're on your
the
third
better you
shot
look,
now.
let's go ahead and do this. This is the one.
It is the one.
All right, y'all. We'll be back.
There we go. Wow.
I love how you can just jump in the character too.
You gotta know when to switch it on and switch